Previously on Backyard Survivor. Since the merge, John and Sarah had maintained a position of power by voting with the swapped Lalo majority and protecting their original Kale by eliminating anyone who fell outside of their alliances. With the 4 original Kale still in the game, the duo regrouped with Jessica and Tristan.
Great teams, I think, until there's just the 4 of us. I think they stick together. I think then.
Which was noticed by everybody.
Look, they're all talking to each other.
There's still 4 of them, and I think if we go and take out somebody else, they will strike back and go chaos strong through to the end.
After Stephen won the immunity challenge, a twist was revealed that 2 players with the highest amount of votes would be going home at the next tribal council.
All right.
You guys with your bloody
Head back to camp.
While some people focused on a name,
There are people who want to vote out Jess, there are people who want to vote out Jay. I want to vote out John.
others focused on the numbers.
I was happy to murder one vote after the other, but I don't know the numbers.
Swapped Lalo struggled to agree on their 2 targets,
Oh, so you want to go Sarah?
and after hearing that Lalo had put both of their names forward,
She told me that the names that they were throwing about were you and Sarah.
John and Sarah sided with the Kale Bonner alliance, and with Keegan giving them a 6-3 majority,
So if we vote this bitch,
they settled on a plan to split the votes.
it will be a tie.
However, Keegan had another plan in mind, eliminating Claudia and blindsiding Tristan. 7 people are left. Who will be voted out next?
Oh, Claudia left her bag here.
So we just had tribal council, and there was a twist. 2 people going home. So we had this majority group picking off the other team one by one, and then all of a sudden, top 2 people getting voted. The minority now have a power to take someone else out.
That was so close. I felt very much like I was going to be going out, but I guess I got close, but no cigar.
No cigar.
Thankfully.
Close to no cigar.
Wow, people really like putting my name down, but I guess, look, I don't blame them. I have made myself a little bit obvious at some points, and if they're wanting to vote me out, I guess that's maybe a good thing, because then maybe at the end I'll be able to say, ha, you all tried, but you didn't succeed to get me out. I'm sad to have lost Claudia, but by the same token, it opens up my game so much more because I'm not tied to a very close ally like that. You knew that the vote's coming with Claudia, that was okay.
I'm happy to until it's over this one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, because you came over to this group, so I thought that might have been when it happened.
I mean, it was talk what we want to do with group.
Oh,
That's what was.
wow, okay.
Was that what you did every time?
Yep.
With 9 voters, you can cause a tie, and that was my understanding right before we went in. I was to vote for Claudia, who I've been in an alliance with for such a long time. It was my first vote, voting against someone in my own alliance, which is quite hard.
And then those 3 people can't vote.
Yep.
We
Oh,
agree again.
savage. And so it was meant to be
we-
Tristan, me, and
We said. And
me.
I know we said we didn't know who the third
Okay,
person would be.
sure.
So we don't
Yeah.
know who else would be voting for. Kind of.
We had Claudia and we had Tristan leave, which, 2 people that are some people that I align with, but really the only person that I don't align with right now is Jay.
Yeah, I guess it worked out for you guys. You got what you wanted in that sense. Well, not you didn't actually
No,
get the
it's got nothing what I wanted.
numbers. Oh, really?
No, no,
Oh, true, because you were trying
absolutely
to get,
not.
Were you the J vote?
I'm pretty certain that John never wants to work with me. I'm pretty sure he would be happy to see me go.
I want Jay out.
Sure.
It's just, it's the next thing.
We're at 7 as well, so 7 is a really important time in Survivor. It's a good time to make a big move, so I think this is the point where I need to step up my game and start playing hard, because up until this point after merge I've just been trying to get through. So this is the time where I have to start kicking it up a bit.
Sarah, I haven't talked to you like all merge. Where have you been?
I tried pretty hard to get enough votes on Tristan and at least a few votes on Jay. I was hoping that might at least dilute everything else and then get Tristan out. So I'm happy with that.
Last tribal council, Tristan got voted out. That was a big blow. He was one of our dream team, our Greens that have made it through all the way to this point.
Yeah, that was a surprise. I mean, we knew it was going to be one of us. The idea was for it to be 3-3-3, and then there would be a tie, and then we'd have to re-vote, and we would have the numbers to be able to re-vote. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, it's a pretty big blow. I don't know how that happened. Someone has turned. Yeah, we'll have to go and figure out what's going on and make some new alliances, it looks like.
Discussion to me. My plan, was to want to put it to just tonight. It all.
Things are just going crazy. I'm not the majority anymore. I think it's you got Sarah, you've got John. I think they're tied with Jess, so them three are pretty solid. Then me, Keegan, and Mitch on the other side. So at the moment, I'm just talking to anyone and everyone, and just trying to have my finger on the pulse.
It doesn't bother me the slightest. Sure, everyone had any idea where the votes were going.
Yeah, I've actually voted Mitch.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
You and John, maybe a four, and whoever went next time, for the majority.
Okay, yeah, I'm cool with that. I'll talk to John about it. We've pretty much been on the same page the whole time, so.
You and Sarah, obviously like a duo. Like, what are you actually with in terms of, you're not so keen on JB, you're in with Jess. It's fine if you are, like.
Our original green group.
Yeah.
It's myself, Tristan, Sarah, and Jessica.
Yeah, John and I have been letting up to Jess all the way through, so that might be an issue. But I'll talk to him and see how he's feeling and I'll bring it back.
There's now 5 yellows.
Yep.
And then 2 greens.
I mean, say with Mitch and I, we go top 3. I think that's a bigger game than just going strong. I'm looking for people who are at this stage that I can trust. If you're on fire between.
It's very much like that. Very much like that.
The game's come to a point now where things need to shift. There's been the merge, and there was shifts before the merge. And when things become stagnant, people then shift.
For me, the next easiest move.
So she's approached me in the eyes. To be honest, Jay.
I think I'm gonna go get some water.
Okay.
Happy to talk again.
It just delays the inevitable, and then we can postpone D-Day.
So me just stick together. I'll Jay's first.
I mean, and we still get those yellow dice from the
Yeah, alright.
and then we can make a decision.
The 3 figureheads are perhaps Stephen, John, and maybe Jess. So I think they're the 3 ones that I'm going to be listening out for.
On the level, yeah, but I get angry kicking. I've struck something in
I keep being told things and they're not being demonstrated. It's not being played like that. And I can't figure it out who isn't playing by the rules that we're setting up.
So things are getting pretty wild out there. Keegan, I think, is starting to be really stressed out. Like he's starting to crack a little bit. He gets really anxious and confused. So I'm a bit worried about how he's going to cope moving forward in the game.
I'm in trouble. My lies are catching up with me.
I probably haven't been telling the truth the whole game. And now people are starting to go, this isn't making sense, there's a real mole among us, and my head is starting to get very close to the chopping block.
Throw truth and honesty out the window. I got no idea who to believe. I feel like what I've got is that I've demonstrated that I don't lie. I don't say that I'm going to do something and do something else. But, you know, there are other people that have probably demonstrated that as well, but you just don't know who they are.
What are you doing? Yeah.
He's down. I just said to I may be mean.
I've still got Keegan, I've still got Stephen, they're really close. And I'm trying to work out, how do I go up to Jessica and say, look, I want to flip this game on its head, I want to do something interesting, but I do not think she would work with me. And that's the scary thing, is that I feel like I wanted to have this sort of tumultuous gameplay where, you know, moving back and forth and really fluid, but I've just been sticking in a rut and voting for people I wasn't on the swap tribe with. I don't know what to do now. I don't know if I'm just leaving it too late to do a move, but big moves aren't always the right moves. Anybody want to talk with me? I feel like I haven't had any chats. I'm so tired. Like, what time is it? I have no idea. I realised just before that I don't think I've drunk water in probably, I don't know, 2 hours at least. And I'm tired as anything.
You alright?
Was in you writing that down? Do we have to wait for the challenge first?
Just stop me by.
Although I didn't come for something to be easy, so oh well.
We out here playing Survivor, getting nervous.
Yeah, if you don't win the next immunity, everyone's at risk of going home. The game's just moving really fast, and there's no certainty you'll stay here.
I'm not sure that the blue one is actually
And I still have my idol.
really.
I'm still burping from that milkshake. That was disgusting.
You know, I thought I was full when we had the feast after the shakes, and I probably should have shoved some more down. Yes, me too.
Oh, I still got my banana.
I think I have banana too.
And a muesli bar.
That for reward. I don't think time's
Anyone want a piece of banana?
Who wants to share a muffin?
What's the result for guys?
I'll go half muffin for half banana.
We're about to start the challenge, so if you're eating, eat quick. Sorry.
Put it all in, Mitchell. Just push it all in.
Before we start, Stephen, you're gonna need that necklace back.
Back to play with our whole crew.
Thank you. Immunity back up for grabs.
How this will work. We're going to ask you a series of questions, and they will either be multiple choice, A, B, C, or D, or they might be true or false. Your options. So if you get a question wrong, then you're out. Correct? Yeah.
What if you get it wrong? Joking.
I hope we get.
You got fact checker?
Before you came today, you were all instructed to watch Backyard Survivor Season 1. So the topic is Backyard Survivor Season 1 trivia.
That guy didn't.
John, who acknowledged pretty much the first thing that came out of your mouth that you hadn't seen Backyard Survivor Season 1, I wish you all the best. Okay, are we ready?
Uh-huh.
Oh
Okay.
my god.
Are we ready?
Yeah,
Great.
go.
The winner of Backyard Survivor Season 1 was A. Rosie, B. Tyrone, C. Sally, D. Amy.
with your blocks. Yeah. And hold them to your chest so we can see them. Everybody reveal.
Everyone reveal.
What? Your hands.
Everybody got it right except Stephen.
You.
But I'm sure Amy appreciates it.
Thanks for thinking I won.
Okay.
Who was the first person eliminated from Backyard Survivor Season 1? Was it A. Matt. B. David the Hat. C. Dave without the hat. Or D. Sam. Choose your answers.
Reveal.
Reveal.
Keegan gets it right. Mitch gets it right. Sarah gets it right. Everybody else, you're out. How many idols were played in Backyard Survivor Season 1? Is it A, 1, B, 2, C, 3, or D, 4?
Alright, hold your answer. Face towards us. Okay. And reveal. You are all incorrect. So we'll ask another question.
Yes.
Tell him the answer.
Alright. In Backyard Survivor Season 1, there were multiple tie votes at Tribal Council. True or false? Face it towards us. Mitch says true. Sarah and Keegan say false. Backyard Survivor Season 1 peeps. Was there... What was the question?
Were there multiple tie votes?
Yeah.
The correct answer is yes. It was true.
Mitchell.
Wow.
Mitchell, congratulations. Come on up.
There's the merge, and then there was one
Mitchell's
before that.
second
Like,
community win.
Great.
Not going home? The rest of you?
Fair game. We'll see you at Tribal Council very soon.
Oh my goodness. So, I guess that now having won 2 of these though, I don't want to become a target because I've won it twice. What are you feeling?
Should we go through the town?
Okay.
Just go, Jade.
If the status quo stays the same, Sarah and I have almost the most power.
I can do that. I like Jade, but she's dangerous. I don't think we can let her get too fast. It works for me.
If the status quo changes and people start moving around a bit, start making other, things going on, anything can happen.
John has a good perspective. Which makes me think he's not interested in alliance with me anymore.
Not necessarily actually that somebody has deceived or not told the truth. Everybody's just playing the game.
Just being through now and then.
I think I might try and tell Jay that one of the others is throwing her name out there, lying my ass off and hoping that the lies don't come back to bite me.
Sarah, Mitch, don't do it. Jay's leaving.
I think my best bet is to stick with Jess.
Yeah, what I do know is Jay's my girl. I know I can trust her.
Jay, I'm feeding her some stories. Try and get her on board with me, Keegan, and Jess. Form 4.
I think Kate can work with us. Which means that we're misery. Which means that the 4 of us have just been united. That's the only way we can take it.
I think Stephen really wants me with him. He's really counting on me. I think that I've made him confident that I'm not a threat to him.
I know you guys like her, and it's totally very long, but I think Jessica is so dangerous to take to the end. Oh, yes.
What's going to be your big one?
If they got through the end, having been a minority all the way through the merge and then getting through, that would be really scary to go up against them.
So when do you think's the right time to make the move? Do you think it's...
I don't know.
We're all a threat to each other. Everybody's a threat. And I think maybe as well it's beginning to be that I don't think the jury are pissed off at me. And that could be dangerous, taking me into the flame, whatever it is. When the jury start making decisions.
What I think about right now is, do I want, if I'm going to make it, would you want from tribal council, and who do I want to see? Who's going to be left, who's going to be right, who's going to be making that decision of who gets the win?
I think having never had my name written down, I had maybe a target on my back.
You need to touch base just very quickly. Talk quick.
Hello.
I'm pretty happy that my name hasn't been voted yet. I don't know how that's happened, but I'm just going to roll with it. We'll see what happens next round.
Let's start walking back this way, guys. Walking back this way.
What?
All right.
The final 7. Look at you guys. Look how far you've made it.
It's been a long day. We're halfway. No.
We're just over halfway. Down to 7.
Yeah. Cool. So, Mitchell, we're in the necklace again. How's it feel?
Actually really scary. I don't, I guessed that last one, and so again, I'm just happy to be wearing it. I can't really say much more than that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright, so who's feeling nervous for this one? Everyone. Every time.
Mitchell, put up his hand.
It's just a nerve-wracking place to be.
Let's pass that over.
Hold on.
So the last time we were here, people were talking about how the game is really fluid, how it keeps changing. Do we feel that also shifted after the last twist, where 2 people went home?
Yeah, you've got people talking with everybody now, and there's no hard, fast alliances, it looks. And it's each vote is taken by itself as people start to consider who they actually want sitting on the jury and who's they want sitting next to them.
Stephen, how much is jury management at this point important?
Haven't even thought about it. Haven't even thought. There's that many things going through. Your brain's fried at this stage of the game. Like jury management, I haven't honestly considered it.
Yeah, so with the fluid alliances that you're talking about, what do you base them on? So how do you decide who you're going to listen to and make that decision with before you come into tribal council?
I think you can just really gauge it in your gut when someone comes to you with what they might have heard, like some information that's key in the game. Yeah, I think it's just at this point it's just gut feeling.
Jess, how much does considering who you could potentially beat in future challenges play into who you're going to vote off?
I feel like we're all really even with stuff like that, says the girl who hasn't won a challenge. But yeah, I feel like we're pretty even. Like some of it is luck of the draw, or yeah, everybody's a competitor.
Sarah, for yourself, what do you base this particular vote on?
It's all a bit up in the air. I'm not really sure.
Yeah.
I haven't even made a decision yet, to be
Yeah.
honest. We'll see.
Anybody in the same boat as Sarah? That you're going to walk in there and you do not know which name you're putting down. All right, Sarah, just you.
Cool. Cool.
All right.
Let's get to a vote.
Jess, you're up first.
We'll go tally the votes.
Crew, you guys rock. I can't believe you guys are still sticking around. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Do I have a choice? You don't have a choice. Did you guys sign a contract too?
I just woke up and handed the camera.
Yeah, you're like, this is my house, man. I can't go home.
Hey guys, we're back.
Okay, I missed you.
If anybody has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. Alright. Read the votes. First vote. Jay.
That is almost not a vote.
Jay. John. It's 2 votes John, 2 votes Jay. And 3 votes left. John. Next person voted out of Backyard Survivor. John. You need to bring us your torch.
All good things must come to an end.
John. Try to smoke. Head on out.
It's been a pleasure, boys. Thank you.
I'll take head on out. We can definitely do this now.
Oh my god.
You're down to 6.
Whoa.
Final 6. Congratulations. You are almost there to winning $400 and the title of Soul Survivor Season 2.
Back to camp, go back to
It's
camp.
been like 300, 200 and 400 all today. I'll go with 400
So here we are. Got voted out. I sort of half expected it. It was hard, this last bit of the game. I don't think I'm really built for it. I think I played a good game. I think I was honest. I was disappointed in Jessica. From the start, Jessica looked me in the eye and said, if the vote's going your way, John, I will let you know before it happens.
I thought that we had a really good thing, but you keep evading my questions and you're not seeking me out to have conversations with me.
There was a moment when we were walking to Tribal and Jessica had the chance to have a chat with me, and I looked at her and I looked at Sarah, and Sarah looked so disappointed, and I knew it was happening. That's how the dice is rolled, I guess.
Somebody who is telling me that they're doing one thing is doing something else. And I think it's you. Which I hate because I really like you.
Sarah is playing she's playing a good game. I think she's got a silent one, bit of a silent strategy going on, which could take it far. I'm sure Jay is a great girl. I love her hair. I said that so much today. I love Jay's hair. but I've just never had the chance to work with her. I'm looking forward to being on the jury council. I'm looking forward to getting my questions. I'm looking forward to watching this back and seeing when I have the right frame of mind and I have enough, food in my stomach, what move I would have made instead. But the game is the game.
I don't think I could have turned against him. And I almost did, but then
Oh my goodness, so John is now out of the game, which is a relief. I've been trying to get him out because I feel like he's played a very strong game in a lot of ways. I think the only time he went to Tribal Council pre-merge was when both tribes had to go, and he won immunity then. That's a really good way to start selling yourself to the jury, and that's why I thought he cannot get any further.
I did not expect everyone to gang up against John, and very last minute it did. I found out 2 seconds before we walked into Tribal Council.
my strong alliance is gone.
Yeah, so John's gone, my alliance, my strong alliance is gone, so a bit of a spanner in the works. I had to make a split-second decision whether to stick with everyone else or do my own thing.
She's thrown my name on there 2 times. I'm not hearing about things on your name. Okay. Are you hearing about things on my name? No. Yeah. Okay. I think everybody knows that we're tied. Okay.
It's pretty simple. But still.
There's no new alliances. There's not a new one. I think maybe there's pairs now. Jay and I are definitely a pair.
But we got to see what happens in the challenge. But either way, I feel like this is working really well. I think so too.
I keep getting my name written down.
I've been feeding out lies that Sarah's been targeting Jay. I don't think she has, but that's what I'm pushing out there. So Jay has an axe to grind with Sarah.
It's wild. I keep getting my name out there.
Well, Sarah voted you just then, I think.
Yeah, I think Sarah's burned that bridge. I've never put her name down, ever.
So as long as everyone has an axe to grind with everyone else but me, I'm sitting pretty.
I can't help but start to take it personally.
Sarah keeps throwing my name out there and I don't know why. So, I'm not a fan of Sarah.
We just had a group before there. They said we should strong about it. We just told you. I think I'm just. We just said.
To me,
I think it's come back to me that when I've received votes, apparently that's you putting my name out there first. Okay, sure. Did you mark your vote? Mine was the star. Yes.
We're starting to leave symbols on the votes, so we know who is doing what. And that's a really good way to see who's still honouring their side of the party. Yeah.
Each time I voted, I said to Jess, which way I'd vote, and I've done that exact same thing. I'll keep writing 2 lines under the name just to prove that.
Okay.
That's my vote.
Yeah. What should I do?
I trust it. So. Okay. Just put the circle around there. I thought yes.
That was Jess.
Yes.
Like is the circle. Yep. Double line. Okay. Sarah, I think voted Jay.
The last vote was actually very straightforward. And it worked out well because the only person who voted not with the rest of us was Sarah. So she put a decent target on her back. Where's Sarah? It's coming for you, Jess, and said your name.
Okay. And she was just like, why are we doing that? For me, the reason why we're doing that is because I felt like he was evading conversation with me. Okay. And he wasn't coming to seek me out for a conversation. Yeah. So I figured he wasn't honoring an alliance anyway. Okay. Right. Yeah. So, yeah, it's just going to Jazz. Yeah. Jay and I were like, and the thing is, I came into this saying I don't want to play just a ridiculous game. I do want to actually be able to mix every and not just have one alliance. Mitch and I just had a really good conversation, and he's obviously been someone that I've been putting up a lot. But he did what he was going to say. He did what he said he was going to do, and he left a mark to say that he was going to do it. Yeah. I don't want us to not be able to work together. Does that make sense? Because I've been wanting to, and I feel like there's something. I feel like we've got something just bad blood or something. Kind of mended fences with Jess. A little bit. She was accusing me of lying and stuff, which I totally did, but like, whatever. When we were about to go in, when you said that I wasn't on the block, but I knew that I was. Yeah. I thought, and I got it. I understood why you were hiding it from me, but I thought, okay, I can't trust it. I think through that last vote, because I put a star next to my vote for John, like she asked me to, I think we clarified a bit of what I was trying to make her believe, which was that I was on board and honest and trying to do my best to just, stay loyal. And you marked it. I know you're trying to do it again. I know. And I don't want it. I mean, when she's thrown my name out that many times, I don't expect her to necessarily change her stripes overnight or in the course of, just before tribal council and through to the next one. I'm so glad you came to talk to me. I've been wanting to, and I haven't wanted it to be confronted because I agree, like the first time we talked it was kind of confrontive and I got off on the wrong foot and I didn't do that well. Yeah. So I'm still wary, still really, really wary of Jess.
So you just told me that Sarah and Jess had a chat and they want me. Okay, options. We have three options. We've got the options either side. Who's going to pick a side? So do we take Sarah around? I think Sarah's the one to take her because I don't want them to make these.
It's getting to the pointy end. We're down to the last 6. Super strong alliance with Stephen. And I've got Jay also on board.
Not threatened by you. Okay, that's reassuring for you, so yeah. Okay. I know that Claudia was really threatened by you, and then with John, just because you're the only person who can
Did you want that?
Yes. Okay, sorry, Jay.
How's it going?
You just told me that Jess, they didn't want to come after Sarah. Oh, because, Jess told Sarah to vote for, what's his name? John. Okay, she did vote Jay. Yes. So she didn't do what she decided that it was a bad idea. She thought it was a bad idea to vote out John. So fair enough, he's their closest ally.
That must have been hard for you, that last one.
Yeah, I did not know that was happening until about 2 seconds before we walked into
really?
council.
This is what I want. I want at least at a minimum, me, you, and Keegan to go together. Yeah, I'll definitely. That's a minimum. Yeah. And as long as the target switches between Sarah and it switches between Jazz, or even if it switches from Jay, I don't really care.
We're at the final 6 now, and it just feels like a game of hot potato. Just the target keeps jumping from one person to the next.
If you and Keegan were adamant that Jay's a massive threat, and you want to get her around, I'll go with you. But I'd rather go Sarah, but I'm fighting.
As far as my position with the jury, I haven't actually won any individual immunities. I haven't done that well in the challenges. I've managed to just sneak my way through to this stage of the game, so I don't really have a lot to offer the jury. I hope I pull some moves in the last bit of the game.
As much as my biggest threat, this one, so challenges is keeps running through. Like, he was the last left was red, so he just sort of keeps running through.
Mitch at this stage is a really big threat. He's won multiple individual immunities. He's managed to stay in the game when the rest of the red team were gone. He just keeps on coming back. Every time he gets someone by an idol for him, something's happened each time. So I think as far as sole survivor, Mitch is the biggest threat.
So as far as like the sole survivor, yes. Okay. That's a good point.
I think everyone's a bit threatened by Mitch because he's been doing well on challenges. So I've had some chats with people. I'm pretty certain that Jess, Keegan, Stephen and I are in a solid alliance right now.
I'm saying that I'm working with Mitch, but I want to get him out. He will be able to talk the jury like no other person, and he's now won his second immunity. So I'm not sure I can beat him without getting rid of him.
Well, I was thinking.
I think at the moment they're saying Mitch or Sarah at this stage.
It's kind of like whoever out of the jury doesn't.
Yeah, that's it, isn't it? That's, yeah, well, hang on, let's have a minute to do it. What I do know is that you can use it any time and said you need to go side and you didn't. You did. He said that he would mark it. So I know that he went with us.
The only people, the only person who can go with is Sarah.
Yeah.
She's like,
Yeah. Sarah's name's not out there. Jay's name's not out there. Mitch's name's not out there. I haven't heard my name, but they're probably not telling me if they're throwing my name out there, so who knows. I really want to win immunity, because this could go any one of about 5 different ways. So, very nervous times.
I thought that original green was much stronger than it was.
I just need to get through one more immunity challenge win because I still have my idol.
Let's not get cocky, because as soon as you do...
yeah, exactly. As long as you start getting cocky,
I think it matches my eyes.
Cool.
Oh my god.
You guys good?
Back down.
So, I'll keep this safe and wait for it to make an appearance.
In this challenge, you must use all the tiles on a crate to complete a mystery word or phrase. These tiles are dual-sided, so you'll have to check both sides in order to find the right combination. The first person to complete the puzzle wins immunity, is safe from the vote, and guaranteed a spot in the final 5. Alright, survivors ready. Go.
God, I don't know, maybe?
Alright, stop. That is incorrect. Keep
Yeah, fair
going.
enough. I don't think it even smells something.
Stop.
All right,
Hands
Keegan
off.
thinks he has it. And he does.
Yeah, I mean, it's an exclamation mark, not an apostrophe. Fuck.
So we'll get you.
I just didn't know how to spell immunity.
The line, Keegan. This is yours. Two. Second one for Keegan.
I'll be voted out of the next tribal council.
Guaranteed a spot in the final 5.
Cool.
For the rest of you,
Fair game.
I was spelling immunity. IMUITINY.
It's just about winning that individual immunity every time, isn't it?
Far out.
Why not?
You were so close, like way out. Oh, damn, I wish I could have. Yeah.
That's tricky.
It's up to you to make that call. Just say the name, and I'll tell the others.
My ideal final 5 does not contain Jess. I do not think she would work with me. I think if I get to the final 5 with the other 4 people, unless they consider me to be a threat, I think I've got a good path to the end. Oh my goodness. I think if we get to final 5 with the right except Jess, does that sound good?
I think so. Is everyone?
I think Stephen is involved with that already.
There's whispers in all directions about the next vote. Personally, I think Mitch, because he's the threat.
He's a massive player in the game.
But I'll have to see what everyone else wants to do. It's all up in the air at the moment. Who can do the best talking in between challenges will be the people staying in the game.
So you're gonna come after me again?
I'm not guaranteeing anything either way.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's okay. It's just...
Do you know what you're doing?
What's either Mitch or Jess? What do you think who's the biggest threat?
What do you think?
Are you doing that?
Yeah, come on in.
tricky. So... Was there anything for the weather?
Let's go.
Interesting.
Yeah, what do you got the plan? No? I don't know. He's the biggest threat, realistically. Because he's won like individual immunities, he's like, he's the last threat in, he's like, every time he just keeps on. He does have a strong relationship with those that know about juries, he just keeps on, like against all odds. He's really nice.
I feel good. 100% rating Sarah, and Jess is 100% rating Sarah.
I think so.
Okay.
Double check. And she's wondering where to be.
I mean, majority anyway, it shouldn't matter too much.
If we cross this round, her number doesn't matter.
I didn't know what to do, so it was a bit of a stab in the dark.
Oh.
I actually ended up voting Jay.
Because I didn't know how many people like got together at that point. I was like, oh my god, if it's just me. And then like I didn't know what else was going on, and I knew that the other game plan was an actual chased. I was like, it's too so I get a backup. Why? Did you go and get an alliance with Jay?
With Jay? Yeah, we're in
You just said that Jess was throwing my name out. No. Sarah was still throwing my name out. Yes, I was thinking. Yeah, maybe Sarah. Travel time. I think.
Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah. Final six. How are we doing?
I think we're all exhausted.
Yeah.
Yep.
Our brains are just swimming with names and challenges that we've done and all sorts of things from throughout the day. I'm struggling to keep anything in order. Yeah.
Keegan got the necklace again?
Yes, really happy.
How'd you find that challenge?
It was nowhere, something that was there, and I was, what? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it was amazing, and I think it's really like a testament to like how much the day has taken out of everyone, because I literally said like the person who like spells the word or phrase gets immunity, and I was like, well, there it is. I was like, might as well say like the answer's immunity, guys.
Seems so easy, doesn't it?
Yeah. But just when you've gone through so much already, to then like just look at this thing and be like, I don't understand words.
Yeah, I certainly didn't understand words.
Well, I didn't know there was letters on the other side until you said it.
Right.
What the hell?
Yeah.
So it's final six. There's very few places to hide anymore. Who's feeling nervous about going home?
I think everyone.
Everyone.
Is at this stage.
Everyone?
Yeah, everyone.
All right.
How can you be comfortable?
Yeah.
How can you possibly be comfortable?
Oh yeah, that's how.
I think we all shared a little bit of gloating.
Oh, sorry.
It's good.
Hey, you were comfortable. You should have been comfortable yesterday. Well,
Yesterday.
yeah, yesterday.
It might have been yesterday because we're excited.
All right. We don't want to keep you any longer, so let's get to the vote.
Stephen, you're up first.
The game is mine.
You're just too much of a threat for Survivor now. You've won too many individual immunities. You're just playing the game too well.
Sarah, look, I'm not sure what's happening with this one. I think this is the right thing to do.
We'll go tally the votes. Are you ready? Okay. If anybody has a hidden immunity idol and you would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. Alright. We get to the vote. First vote. Sarah. Second vote. Sarah. I folded them into each other. It's not the goal. Let me just fix them, please.
If we hear a flash, we know he's tampering with it. The votes.
Where were we at? 2 votes Sarah. And 4 votes left. Mitch. 2 votes Sarah, 1 vote Mitch. Mitch. 2 votes Sarah, 2 votes Mitch. 2 votes left. Mitch. 2 votes Sarah, 3 votes Mitch, 1 vote left. Sarah, we have a tie. We do
Holy
have
shit.
a tie. As you know, how a tie will work is Sarah and Mitch, you cannot vote because you can only vote for each other. Everybody else, you can only vote for Sarah and Mitch. Make sense?
I don't know. I didn't hear any of that.
Stephen, you're out. I'll get you to take the urn back.
Yeah, so you can only vote for Mitch or Sarah.
Hey, how you going?
Remember any of the symbols?
That's what comes from being cocky.
No, go back. Read the votes. We will now read the votes. First vote. Mitch. Second vote. Mitch. 2 votes Mitch. 2 votes left. Next person voted out of Backyard Survivor Season 2. Mitch. It's another touch.
Okay, Mitch.
That's alright. Thanks, guys. Pleasure playing with you.
Yeah, good game.
Have fun. And I'll see you on the outside. Bye.
Yeah, head on
Thanks.
You are this close, in theory.
So close. Head on back to camp.
Oh, well, I've been voted out, but hey, Final 6 isn't something to be sad about. One person who's played a pretty impressive game on quite a few levels would be Keegan. He actually hasn't had a single vote put against him the entire game, as far as I know. That's an incredibly strong place to be in. I'm a bit disappointed that I didn't get to play as hard and fast and fluid as I really wanted to. After a while in Survivor, you gotta stop protecting other people and you just gotta protect yourself, and kudos to the other guys for doing that.
Next time on the finale of Backyard Survivor Season 2, Yards Apart, the final 5 enter the 21st hour. For some of them, the chance to face the jury and make their case for why they should be crowned sole survivor will crumble in front of them. And for some, the decision on who to sit next to could be $400 mistake.
Girls Against Boys? I love that.
Jay, since losing her closest ally in Tennille, she's had to fight from the bottom. With immunity challenges slipping through her fingers, she's been a constant target.
I think Jay. She scares me.
So we're just gonna make sure that
Can she maneuver her way through the end game, or will she come up short once again?
This is terrifying.
Jessica. She came into the game with a plan.
At the end of this game, I want to be able to walk away having fun, but also being proud of who I am still.
But as the games progressed, her morals have been tested.
Throw truth and honesty out the window.
Can she make it to the end with her morals intact, or will the game finally break her? Sarah. Having alliances on both sides, Sarah has played the middle and has been consistently overlooked.
It was mentioned to me earlier in the game that they'll keep me in because I'm not a threat, so that's great. I'll more than happy to take that and roll with it.
A strong social threat, will the relationship she's built be enough to get her to the end and seal the deal in front of the jury? Stephen, a villain in his own right,
There's ice running through these veins.
Stephen has backstabbed and lied his way to the end.
Tristan, I could not even worry about feeding stories to you.
With so much blood on his hands, can Stephen make it to the end and win, or will his ghosts come back to haunt him?
Hey, goodbye.
Keegan hit the ground running and hasn't stopped running every step of the way. He's talked a big game.
The game is mine.
And he doesn't have a single vote to his name. With an idol in his pocket, it's time for Keegan to put his money where his mouth is. Join us next time for the finale of Backyard Survivor Season 2, Yards Apart. Welcome to the penultimate episode of Inside the Air, and for the penultimate episode of Backyard Survivor Season 2, I'm wearing the same shirt that I wore on the day.
Oh, are you?
You can definitely see my nipples, actually.
Oh. Okay. Hello, and welcome to Inside the Urn with just Kyle. Wow, that was a quick change. I am wearing my Season 1 t-shirt.
For the
finale,
yes. We'll wear the shirts that we wore on Season 3.
As I could see.
Spoiler. We don't have a promo ready for you, so you can just see what we wore on the
see what shirts we wore.
Spoilers for Season 3. At one point at the night, me and Kyle get very cold, and you wear a denim jacket, and I wear this like cool baseball jacket, and we look like Backyard Survivors Season 3, the 90s.
Yeah, definitely. Anyway, 2 parts to this. There's 2 tribal councils to talk through, so the final 7 and the final 6.
Yes.
We will start with the final 7.
Everyone voted John except for Sarah.
Essentially, yeah. A weird parallel or like pattern happens here. The merged tribal council, there are 2 sides. Some people don't do what they say they're going to do, and it's a bit of a, everything's up in the air. But then the AJ vote, everyone votes AJ except for Sarah. And then the final 9, there are 2 sides. People have plans, some people don't follow the plan. And then in the John vote, everyone votes John except for Sarah.
I think the key thing to take away from this is Jess is tricked by Stephen and Keegan. She's conned on to the fact that someone's lying to her, and she puts her money on John.
Yeah.
It's not John.
And this is because of those 2 votes that I mentioned, like the first merged tribal and the final 9 tribal. Like, somebody on their side didn't do what they were supposed to do. Keegan has done a good enough job to convince Jess that, like, he's the one telling the truth. And that John and Sarah are the ones who are, like, being sketchy, playing both sides.
Yeah.
And I think for Jess, she's now having to pick between Jay, who she was on the swap tribe with, and John and Sarah, who she started with. And Jay has been voting with her the whole time, whereas John and Sarah haven't. I think it's just that distrust got exploited by Keegan and Stephen. So that takes us into the aftermath of John going out.
So that 5, Jay, Jess, Stephen, Keegan, Mitch, initially are thinking, let's just stick together and follow through with the get rid of John and Sarah plan.
But Sarah makes a lot of good points in this episode that Mitch has now built quite a resume. He has been winning individual immunity challenges. His name has been coming up at every tribal that he hasn't had immunity, and he's been scraping through them, despite coming into the merge without anybody else from his starting tribe. So if he makes it to the end, he's got people on the jury, people who have been rooting for him as the underdog, like he has a good story to sell to them.
This is a great episode for Sarah. She really comes to life now that John's gone. Those 2 have been in lockstep, so now it's interesting to watch
Sarah sort of free to
Sarah
make her
Lone
own
Wolf.
movements. Yeah. For Keegan, he also sees the same threat in Mitch, so he is on board to make that move to take Mitch out of the game. And Jay is going to jump on board that plan as well.
The most interesting part of this for me, when I watched the votes play out, was Jess and Jay actually vote differently here.
Yeah, and Keegan and Stephen vote differently.
Jess is talking about, like, well, the pairs. People are coming in pairs. But in this vote, the pairs don't vote together at all. And I mean, essentially, they're in charge. Like those 4. And you can see them have that conversation with each other where it's kind of like, well, they've had their fun. Like, they did what they want to do, but now they've got to come together and work it out, or it's going to go to rocks.
And I wonder if people knew, if those 4 knew how the others were actually going to vote at the tribal council, because it's difficult to know that what someone is saying to you is legit what they're going to do when there is one of the targets nearby. Everyone has their own agendas as to like why they either want to keep Sarah or Mitch, or why they want one of them out. Can you believe that Jess is one of the ones who sides with Mitch after all this time through the merge?
The one time
finally
Jess
get on the same page.
Yeah, the one time they finally figure it out and it goes to a tie and Jess has to vote him out.
Yeah.
In fairness, she didn't lie to him. It's one of my favourite storylines of the whole season. It's just like Mitch lied to Jess once and Jess just never let it go. Love Jess.
What did we learn? Don't lie to Jess. We're now down to final 5. 5 people who have played very different games.
Yes.
But all of them equally as strong. And
very different
with
games.
So much dynamic between the 5 of them in history through the votes throughout the merge so far. it really could go in any direction.
Make one wrong move,
and
you're out.
Pick the wrong person to go to the end with.
Yeah.
And you lose.
I don't have any other Survivor one-liners.
Will there be a final 3 or a final 2?
And we have one idol going into this as well. And another one sitting on a ledge that they haven't found yet.
Yeah.
Next time you see us sitting in these spots, you will know the winner of Backyard Survivor Season 2, and we will be breaking down where the jury votes went.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yep. Why not?
Exciting. Make sure you comment on the video, tell us who you think your winner is, who the winner is.
Yep, going into the finale. Yep. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.